Welcome to Reis das Artes, Unimaginable Conversations. I'm Almir Reis, a Brazilian visual artist based in Lisbon, where I've dedicated my life to creating art that explores beauty, memory, and imagination. Alongside my work as an artist, I have the privilege of hosting this channel, where we bring together the greatest minds in art history for conversations that transcend time. Today's guest transformed marble into emotion, gave life to some of the most iconic masterpieces ever created, and redefined what it means to pursue artistic excellence. His influence extends far beyond sculpture, reaching painting, architecture, and the very foundations of Western art. More than 5 centuries later, his genius continues to inspire artists and admirers around the world. It is a true honor to welcome one of the greatest creative minds in history, Michelangelo.
Thank you, Almir. It is truly an honor to be here and to have the opportunity to speak with a new generation of artists and art lovers. It fills me with great joy to know that more than 500 years after my time, my work continues to inspire, provoke thought, and be appreciated around the world. Art has the power to transcend time, and I am delighted to share this conversation with you. Thank you for having me.
Michelangelo, it's a true pleasure and an honor to have you here on Reis das Artes. Thank you for accepting my invitation. Let's start at the beginning. Where were you born? When were you born? And how did your journey into the world of art begin?
Thank you, Almir. I was born on March 6, 1475 in the small town of Caprese in Tuscany, Italy. I grew up in Florence, where I was surrounded by extraordinary art from an early age. Even as a child, I felt a deep passion for drawing and sculpture. Despite my family's wishes for a different career, I followed my heart and began training as an apprentice, which marked the beginning of my life as an artist.
You mentioned that you began your training as an apprentice. Who was your first master, and what was the most important lesson you learned from him?
My first master was Domenico Ghirlandaio, one of Florence's finest painters. In his workshop, I learned the fundamentals of drawing, painting, and artistic discipline. But it was through studying ancient sculptures and spending time with the Medici family's extraordinary art collection that I discovered my true passion for sculpture. Those experiences shaped the artist I would become.
Michelangelo, do you ever stop to think about what it means to take a raw block of marble and transform it into something like the Pietà or David? Did you realize at the time that you were creating works that would inspire the world for centuries?
At the time, I wasn't thinking about history or immortality. My only goal was to reveal the figure I believed was already hidden inside the marble. Every block had a soul waiting to be set free. If those works have inspired people for centuries, then I can only be grateful that my hands were able to give form to what my heart and imagination could see.
That was a beautiful answer. Thank you for sharing it. Now I'm curious, if you had to choose just one artist from all of history, who would it be? Is there someone you admired above everyone else?
I've always admired Donatello. He was one of the great masters of sculpture and helped redefine what sculpture could express. His ability to bring emotion, realism, and humanity to marble and bronze deeply influenced me. Every great artist builds upon those who came before, and I was no exception.
I had the pleasure of interviewing Leonardo da Vinci here on the show, and he spoke about you with great respect and admiration. Yet history often portrays the two of you as great rivals. Was there really a rivalry between you? Or has that story been exaggerated over the centuries?
There was certainly competition. We were very different artists with different personalities and approaches to art. We admired excellence, but we also challenged one another to push our own limits. Looking back, I believe that our rivalry wasn't about personal hostility, it was about the pursuit of greatness. In the end, art was the true winner.
Of all the works you created throughout your life, which one do you consider your greatest achievement, and which was the most difficult to complete?
Almir? That's a difficult choice because every work carries a part of my soul. But if I had to choose one, I would say the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. It was the greatest challenge of my career. I spent years painting in physically exhausting conditions, often working alone, yet it became one of the most meaningful accomplishments of my life. It taught me that true greatness is born from perseverance and dedication.
I'd like to ask you something a little different. From where you are now, you've had the chance to witness all the artistic movements that emerged after your lifetime. Is there a movement that particularly impressed you? And is there a modern artist whose work you especially admire?
It has been fascinating to see how art has continued to evolve. Every movement reflects the spirit of its own time, and each has contributed something valuable to the history of art. If I had to choose one, I would say Impressionism. The way artists captured light and atmosphere was truly revolutionary. As for a modern artist, I have great admiration for Pablo Picasso. His ability to reinvent himself and completely transform the language of art was extraordinary. Even though our styles are vastly different, I recognize in him the same relentless pursuit of innovation and artistic excellence.
I would like to know your opinion on this. Recently, an invisible sculpture was sold for thousands of euros, with the buyer receiving only a certificate of authenticity. As someone who spent years carving marble to reveal beauty hidden inside the stone, what do you think about the idea that a sculpture can exist without any physical form?
Art is born first in the mind, so I understand the power of an idea. But for me, sculpture is also a dialogue with matter. Marble resists challenges and teaches the artist. Without that encounter between the human hand and the stone, something essential is lost. I respect every generation's search for new expressions, but my heart will always belong to works that can be touched, that cast a shadow, and that carry the marks of the artist's labor.
You've worked for popes, princes, and powerful families. Did you ever feel that money and politics threatened your artistic freedom?
Sometimes, yes. Every patron had expectations, but I always tried to protect my vision. Compromise was part of the job, but I never wanted it to define my art.
If you had one more year to live and could create just one final masterpiece, what would you choose to make?
I would sculpt again. Marble was where I felt most alive, and I would want to leave one final message carved in stone.
You were known for being extremely demanding of yourself. Were you ever truly satisfied with any of your works?
Not completely. Almir. Every finished work showed me something I wished I had done better. That dissatisfaction kept me growing.
Before we wrap up, I'd like to show you something I think you'll find both surprising and amusing. More than 500 years after your time, your name, and the names of Leonardo, Donatello, and Raphael became famous all over the world in a very unexpected way. They inspired a group of fictional heroes known as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was a fun tribute that introduced millions of children to the names of 4 of the greatest artists in history. Let's watch a short clip from one of their movies, and then I'd love to hear what you think about this unique
Now I'm curious, which one is supposed to be me? Am I the one wearing the red bandana?
Not quite. You're actually the one with the orange bandana, the funniest, most energetic, and always ready for an adventure. The one with the red bandana is Raphael.
Whew, that's a relief. Just watching that scene made me feel dizzy. I'm glad the highest place I ever had to climb was the scaffolding to paint the Sistine Chapel.
Jokes aside, Michelangelo, I've truly enjoyed having you here on Race das Artes. It's been an incredible honor to share this conversation with one of the greatest artists in history. Before we say goodbye, I'd like to ask you to leave a final message for our viewers and everyone who loves art around the world.
Thank you, Almir, for inviting me. It has been a pleasure to see that art continues to inspire people after so many centuries. To everyone watching, never stop being curious, never stop learning, and never stop creating. Great art is not only found in museums, it begins with passion, dedication, and the courage to express who you truly are. Thank you, and keep art alive.
Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this incredible conversation as much as I did. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with your friends. Your support means a lot and helps us continue bringing these unique conversations to life. I'll see you next Wednesday for another exclusive episode here on Race das Artes. Until then, take care, and remember, art never dies, it simply transforms. See you next time.